And I've got no idea who's here, if anybody's here, because it's Wednesday, which is not my usual night. So there you go. Hey, what is going on? It's probably just my aspect ratio. Hi Terry. I think you brought the rain with you, mate. Right. Oh well. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. Oh dear. We seem to have a lot of it on this server. Well, this game world. I don't know why. It's not even. I'm gonna do it. There we go. Get rid of that. Oh well. How's it going anyway? Oh dear. I'm knackered. Good old work getting on in the way of things. I am still not convinced about these blocks, you know. I know I've done them all and everything, but I am still not convinced about them. I'm going to leave them. No, it's just default. There shouldn't be anything in there that is affecting the weather. Yeah, it's just nothing. There should be nothing in here that will actually have a knock-on effect. I think I know what I'm going to stick there. I'm going to stick some bookshelves there, and that is, hang on. I'm going to take that out actually. Sorry, just kind of muttering out loud. So yeah, it actually seems strange. That actually looks much better up there, and then yeah, we'll take that and we'll have that there. Perfect. That gives us a little bit less clutter down here as well. Yeah, nothing that affects it. It's just one of those things. It's it has that thing, but yeah, it's, if I, you know what, if I could strip them, I would do. I think that would make an awful lot of difference if we could actually have stripped versions of them. Let me get a couple more of those. Get me some of that going on, and I think that should be about enough. Might get away with one of those somewhere. You never know. But yeah, it's those logs. I think once we get some colour around it and some trees and some foliage and stuff, it will pull away from that and make it a little bit less in your face. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm just going to put a little bit of this away because I've got way too much stuff in my inventory right now. Yeah, it did. Well, I think it'll be less. I think it'll be less colourful. I think was probably the. I wanted something. I knew I wanted something when I was down here. So if I grab those, and we grab those and those and that, and that and that, and then we'll do that. And then get another one going there, and then get a little bit of that go. No, I want that one. Oh, actually, no, that would have worked, wouldn't it? Got 21 and 21. Just make a batch of them. There we go. And then we can get rid of all of those bits. Right, let's go and have a look at what we can do upstairs. Yeah, I was thinking. I think it does look like digital Arctic camo. It's definitely got that kind of feel. Right, let's just see about making this entire wall some bookcasey thing going on. We can pop a chemistry set on there. I'll put some inventory, always the problem in it. So yeah, get there eventually. But I'm starting to get to the point where, there we go, I have a little pestle and mortar in there. We can come in here, maybe take this upstairs, so that kind of gives us that, and then upstairs here we can get in with you and you, and even put the arcane workbench down there perhaps. Anything else? We've got some bookcases, so again we can, that's too much, no. Oh, and I've just, oh well, doesn't matter. What I think we could, in fact that doesn't work, does it, if we have that there? I'll leave that there, but yeah, okay. And then maybe we can just pop a few down there out of the way. Yeah, having actually a backpack increasing inventory slot hooferator would definitely work. Not that, it looks like a children's library. There we go. And we can get a little bit of this going down here as well. Yep, that works. Hi, Wally. And a little bit of this going over here as well. Yeah, just break that one up a little, and yeah, that works. Happy enough with that. Hi, Potter. Yeah, that's fine. Lurk away. What I would like is some flower potty things. I want to just go in and take this just a little bit further up to, let me just get rid of you, get rid of those and that. Oh, there was a reason I brought that, wasn't there? What was that? I know what it was for. Yeah, we're going to need you. We're going to need those. Those are going to be those. And then, oh no, and then we need a desk. Framed variety. Let's have just 3 of those perhaps. Actually, we'll just stick those there. And then we'll stick all 3 of those through there. That gives us that. And yeah, so I've been having a think about what I'm going to do in the future with streams, because we are kind of getting fairly close to the, oh, I need some books, to the end of this pack. You know, we've got like half a dozen buildings to do, bits of stuff, you know, some detailing, not a huge amount. And one of the issues I think I'm sure I've mentioned before I have with streaming a pack I'm doing a video on as well, is that I can't actually, let me just put a few there like that, maybe, yeah, that works, and then we'll put maybe one there and a couple there and there, just keep it, in fact that one can go like that, so a nice big stack. Need a bed up here and then we're sorted, I think. And what I've been thinking about is I've been sent a Terra Firma Craft pack, 1.12 Terra Firma Craft pack, more specifically, by, oh man, now I'm going to have to go and hunt. Bear with me a second. Dragnia. Now it hasn't got a name for it. It's not released yet, but it's. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Hang on. Let me just find myself again. It's a thing. So instead of having a thing, just having a pack, it's experimental for starters. It's not, as I say, it's not released. They're waiting till Forge moves off of Twitch and onto Wolf thingy, whatever it is. I can't remember what the hell it's where the hell it's going now. It's going to a thing called Thing with a Thing, and because it's it's a new pack. It's interesting. It's experimental. It looks good, as I say. It's Terra Firma Craft. It's the 112 version. Overwolf. Thank you, Wiley. And you know, it just looks interesting and different. So my thoughts were to give that a try as just a streaming only pack. So you know, once a week, maybe on occasion, a couple of times a week. Just come in and pardon. Do I want a? Does he want a canopy bed? Does the wizard need a canopy bed, or does he want a white modern? No, he doesn't want a white modern bed. Yeah, but take something along those lines and make it a kind of a standalone. Let's go. Oh, we'll go a log razzle bed. How big's that? That's all right. And make that the streaming thing, and then obviously just tidy up, because a lot of what we've got to do left in this place is detailing, and it's like doing the chiseling of the walls, and you know, it really doesn't make good streaming content. Now this pack is interesting because it's Terra Firma Craft, and at the moment there's very little tech mods in there. It's all magic, so it's as I say, it's 112 TFC, which in itself is quite interesting. Right, I am going to actually. I'm going to put. If I go with that there. Yeah, alright. That's not going to work very well, but what we can do is we can take that out with that and pop that over on that side. And if I haven't brought anything up with me, some wood or something, we can fill in the back with some panelling, and the world will be good and happy, in theory. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, this is not any negative on the pack. This is purely you know, starting to plan ahead, because we're getting to the end of this pack. I will be doing another town-based pack for definite. I've really enjoyed the purpose that you get with. I'm going to take that out of there for now as well. The purpose that comes with having a pack which is based off of, you know, working towards a goal, building a functional village with people in it and stuff. It just has worked well. I've not just been doing mods for the sake of mods. But is it night time? It's sun. Oh, hang on. Can I? Let me sleep before the rain gets in. But yeah, so it's like all things come to an end, and this is getting close. You know, we've only got a limited amount of real estate up here to work with, and so that's things. I'm just thinking, what saplings are these? Sapling. I think I need to pop to the nether. Do I need to take anything with me? I don't think I've got any dark. No, I shouldn't need to pop to the nether. I should be able to do this here if I can get a little bit of bone meal and a thing. So let's head over here. No, oh, I've got shears. There they are, but they're not very good. But they're unbreaking 3, so they should be good enough. Right, let's have a look for. You know, I haven't actually got any dark woods. Though I'm going to have to go to the nether. Damn it! Right. So yeah, it's just kind of a plan thinking forward at the moment, because it'll make actually pre-recording things a lot easier as well for me, because at the moment work is not being overly friendly, work-wise. You know, we've got, as you can imagine, what with the pandemic and everything, and the right. Let's get that and that on the board and get ready to drop down. Right, I did see those. The trick is catching the nitros before they catch you. Oh, stop it! He's ducking and weaving that one. Yeah, well, we don't need. The creepers are one of the are an odd monster anyway in their own right, because I do find them an annoyance. Obviously, I mean, they're meant to be an annoyance, but in a game that is based around building, having it possible to suddenly just lose all your hard work can be, well, annoying. Right, how much have we got there? A little bit more, I think, but we'll have. This is actually with the one tree that I've not got in my tree farm, isn't it? Well, my recording, I normally am 2 weeks ahead of myself. At the moment, I'm not. I'm about 1 week ahead, but on any normal week, I would be a couple of weeks ahead of myself. With the exception of this, and what would happen is on the Sunday I'd stream it, and then on the Monday and sometimes also the Tuesday I'd then record the Wednesday episode. So this was always tied to that Monday Tuesday slot where you've got literally a few minutes, you know, a certain set time to work, and that was it. And yeah, so it can be fun. Right, I need to square, thank you. Get myself back. But it can, yeah, it's definitely not as easy when you've got the continuity errors. Right, what I want to do, I think, is start thinking about how we're going to decorate up around the outside, because the inside is more or less done. So this path would come around here. We probably need to shift all this lot. Where can I put that? Let's move it just around the corner, out of the way. Bit of that, a little bit of that, definitely a bit of that, and some of that. And we shouldn't really need that or that or those or that or that, or well, I might need that actually, because that's path. Yeah. What I would kindly call a senior moment. To be fair, I get the same with 7 Days to Die as well. Right, so if I'm bringing this round here, I'm going to kind of have this come this way, and we'll take a little skip and a hop and a jump here. We're definitely going to have more path. Let's have a look. I think we'll actually come in one like that. kind of works. Then that gives us up to here. Now this area here can be a little more hodgepodgey. In fact, I'm just going to put a bit of that down like this. Here. What pack am I playing today? But no, if it's not what pack, it's what game am I playing, and it's not uncommon for me to go, what actual game am I playing right at this moment? Which save? What equipment have I already got? Is the kind of the common question. Not much of a problem, except for when you think when you think of those moments where you forget you haven't got an lighter and jump off a building. That kind of could get embarrassing quite quickly. Actually, you know what? It actually makes more sense to do this. Just fill the whole thing in with the same old, and then shame about the holiday, the noise I should say. Holiday? I don't know what the hell my mind was doing then. Although I am kind of thinking about them at the moment because I'm still waiting to get the money back from India. So yeah, that was, that's entertaining in its own right. Okay, so we're going to take you out as well, I think, and we'll make you into one of them. And then that can come down this way. I'll just take that one up a notch like that. And then let's get a bit of this going as a kind of a hedge around the edge here. Hedge around the edge. The next holiday we have booked is Egypt in November, and I'm not booking anything now until the entire world situation has settled down, because you only have to look at that's not what I wanted. You only have to look at the situation with the fiasco with Spain. It's been more than a little mad, shall we say. And I wouldn't want to be one of those people that's like bleating because we've gone to a place when there's a global pandemic going on, and all of a sudden we have to do things here. Now, if I look at this dartwood, is there a dartwood fence? There is. That's fine then. Right. So yeah, we've got Egypt in a while, but it is a while. Right. So 1, 2, 2, da, 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 da. That should do me. Let's just get in here with a. Just give that one a nice white top there. But other than that, I think we shall probably either end up trying to get India again next year, if and when things start to get more sensible, or or possibly Thailand is an area. That's one that the wife desperately wants to do, and I'm quite up for going to Thailand. That's fine. It's not one that's been on my personal list, but doesn't matter, does it? Right. Tree. twee. We need a twee. Twee. Give me a twee. What's happening? We're going to go with you. Bone meal. Anybody? There. Let's come back in about there, I think. Yeah. Well, any oh wow. That was a little bigger than I was expecting. For definite. Well, no one can say that that's not an interesting looking tree. Right. Finishing off around here, what do we want? I think. No, let's just head back to the story. Yeah, that's definitely overfill's load again, hasn't it? Get a couple of those. And is there any other kind of, apart from rustics, I'm not going to hack it because that's not actually. Oh, I've got those. Could use the deco craft. That might work. All right, let's man, stop doing that. So we'll get in here and we'll grab a bit of this, I think, for starters. And then if we've got, what have we got in these anyway? Get a couple of those. Hanging pot, I don't think I've got anywhere I suppose we could do one, maybe two. Let's give them a try. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work and we just have to recycle them. So still thinking, you know, that this is very plain. I'm wondering whether I've got a couple of ideas of things. I don't think we have drying wax, do we, in this? No. No. We'll check something in a moment. Let's just, for starters, let's just see how. Why? I mean, there is nothing. No, that works. Right, and then we'll have this out under here. These seem very temperamental as for placing. I'll just borrow a couple of these leaves. Let's try that. No, that just does not want to place at all. I don't think they're going to place at all. I think we're kind of, unless we stick them like down here, and then, but then I can't hang a chain. I'll be willing to bet. Let me just go and see if I've got any rustic chain kicking around anywhere. Yeah, we can go with fancy gold chain. It's a posh area, isn't it? And back to the square. Right, so what I'm wondering is whether we can get away with a placement like, say, this on this, just to Yeah, no. Nope, they're going back in. They're not going to place at all. Worth a try. But, yeah, we'll get rid of those. So we got that. We just need a little bit of foliage. And we should, hopefully, be in a reasonably good place. Let me just go and get rid of these. That is a very nice rum. That's Aldi's black spiced rum, and it's so close to Kraken. I mean, really, almost identical. I actually did a taste test with the two side by side, and I really couldn't tell the difference. That it's actually not a bad buy at all. It's quite good. I still want to do something with this wall, you know. I just don't know what. No, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Right, so we can drop off that and those. And that for now, because we don't need it. And then we're going to take a little bit of that. Tumbleweed is really not going to work around here, is it? Some gladiola, bit of those, some of that, one of them, some of those, and a bit of those. Let's just get thing, and then we'll bone meal round once we've finished placing a few things. Oh, I wanted to stick these in, didn't I? I brought them with me for a reason, after all. They're not going to fit around here though. Actually, no, that one. Let's just. Yeah, it works. We can go with that. Get a bit of that there, a bit of that there. One of them. There and there. And a bit of one of those. Just spruce it up a little bit. Yeah, I've never really had a problem with them, but the rum, I was surprised just how close it came to. We're not getting anything in there, are we? Okay. How close it came to being virtually identical. I mean, really top notch on the nose. Identical to the things. Let's put some poppies down. A little bit of that. Maybe a fuchsia there, and then we'll bone meal in, and that should. It should get us a kind of feel for what we're doing over here. We'll throw a little bit of overgrowth down there. One there. That's not going to that work. There we go. Maybe even there like that. And I think with the colour that's outside, that's kind of drawn away from this jarring ghost wood. Just a little bit. Well, enough, I think, perhaps. What have we got? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me just go and take... In fact, let's go... I wanted to have a play with the... the lights. I can't remember what they were called now. What the mod was called. This is one of the fun things I always find, is remembering what something is called. Lamp. Is it lamp? Arcane lamp? There we go. So we need. Do I want to stick any of those in? They're pretty much the same. They are very similar things. Lidl, I heard good things, but the thing is in Nottingham is that the Lidls all tend to be on the south side of Nottingham, and the Aldis tend to be more on the north side. And there's kind of a mixture, but there are others. But we have more of one, and they have the other. So, Alright, you know what? Let's leave well enough alone and go and have a look at what else we can get up to up here. I still need to come up with something for that. I just don't know what. I could replace the bottom layer with clay cross beams. That might be enough. Let's go and just grab these boxes for a second. And the other thing I'm not sure about whether to do is whether to put a wall around here. I mean, it would make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering whether just to put a trim, something to trim that off a little bit and make it right. I think a wall might be advisable around here. There's some description. Let's see what I've got down here. See whether I've got anything to build a wall with, or whether I need to go back and cobble. Yeah, cobble's really not what I was looking for. What I should do is grab some more plants while I'm here, though. Just because, you know, it'd be wrong not to. Not that. Not that. Or that. Because our plant box is starting to look a little bit sparse, which is hard to believe given how many plants we've probably gone through. Get all of that in the box. Yeah, I think a wall is in the offing there. Rum drunks. I never get drunk on rum. I get tipsy, rascally drunk at the outside. I'm just going to try and make this a little bit easier because I know I'm making life difficult for myself. Nothing new there, but okay. Well, we got more choices, so that's always a bonus. Alright, let's go and get a wall. I don't know what that miner's doing up here because it should be off mining. Stone brick wall. Perfect. That should be enough, I think. Let's give that a try, see what it looks like. We can always put some lights on the wall as well to give it a little bit more, you know, feeling. If we're going to do wall, we might as well do both sides though. Thank you, whoever made these things not connect to solid, to transparent blocks. Oh, damn. That's a pain, but I shall live with it. And that can just go around like that. Or will I? Let me think. That's just stone brick, isn't it? So, yeah, we can... The problem is, this is not going to play, is it? No. Okay. Simple solution. When in doubt, move it. There. And then if I jump into my tool bag and grab those, I think we'll just stick a few of these on the One there, perhaps one there, 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 there. I love the fact every time you get in there, all you can hear is grinder. Right. Still not sure about that. Let me just check if I did bring anything with me that might even be vaguely useful. Just trying to think what, if anything, we can throw at that too. Supports are definitely not going to make it. The cross window is the problem. Is that this will be ideal, except it hangs away from the wall ever so slightly, and it would be really visible. I think we're kind of. I think I'll definitely try that. Let me just go. Yeah, we're going to try the what my original thought. I'm going to try that cross beam as just an accent block across the bottom. We've got you, and we can make those into that easily enough. Have I got any more? Probably not. How did I make you? Clay and wood. Okay. That should be enough of those. And might not work with this one, but we'll give it a try. Definitely won't work if you do the wrong ingredients. Try that. And then those go straight. Oh Christ, that's 1 to 1. It's going to need a lot more timber then, aren't I? That and that. Nope, nothing else there. It's not like I haven't got I've not got a shortage of wood. It just involves going downstairs. So I tend to naturally try and avoid it. Okay, so that will give me 22 of those. So that should give me more. If that's not enough, then I don't know what is. Yeah, the contrast is just not right on that at all. Before I go and rip out everything else, let's just go and have a quick peek at that. I mean, that makes all just changes it all completely. It just gives it straight away a different, takes that flatness away and just gives it a different focus. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. And we never did decorate this, but I'm not going to cry. And then the same down here. finally, this was the edge, and hopefully that will be enough just to take that from being overly flat and uninteresting to being a little more interesting. Let's go and have a peek at this from where? From here, perhaps. No comments. Yeah, it's starting to look there. Now, in terms of what to do here, that's the next question. I think the first thing we do is get rid of everything that I want to go back into the system and chisel anything back that's not ready. That can go back in. That should be, oh no, that wants to be unchiseled. That looks okay to me. So you know what, I wish this thing I wish I'd built a long time ago, especially with this mad hopper thing. It is so overpowered, it's great, I love it. Yeah, and then that can go in, and we'll empty both of these out, and then we'll start over. Oh, hello. How are you doing? But how I survived without one of these offloading stations, I really don't know. In fact, I think it's going to have to be something that we have in almost every world, just some way of mass offloading boxes. It's never really been a consideration for me. Yeah, I've watched enough people build these kind of things in vanilla, and because I'm usually playing modded, it never really enters my conscious thoughts that I want to go or I should have one of these devices. That's all right, I don't want that one. But they are invaluable. So we've got a bookshop, a baker, or a weaponsmith, sword shop. The question is what to put where. And we don't have to have all of these. These are just like the signs of the trades that I've not done. I think a bookshop would be too similar to the wizard's place. So yeah, I think. I wonder if I can get a baker in there. Let's just have a look. What have we got in the way of oven? Or no, they're not going to work. Let's have a future. So obviously we've got the smoker, which is there. We've got a variety of furnace-like things, and then engineer's decor has got has it got a furnace that really does work for this, or is it going to look a little bit too high tech? Indeed. Just check something. Oh, pumpkin bread made with pumpkin dough, but that's not going to work anyways. But we can make barley flour and we can make wheat flour. Treated wood crafting table. I'm trying to think, has this got any kind of, it doesn't have an auto, that doesn't give me an auto crafting, does it, of any kind of shape or form. Now you got the... Sorry, I'm just trying to thinking ahead here, and I'm just wondering if there's any way I can automatically create bread. But is there any point? It's not actually that nutritious, is it? I mean, you can make... Yeah, it's not like I've got any sandwich mods or anything that would be beneficial. So there's no point in making a baker's that's automated. It just needs things. Right, let's get some... Let's go get some building materials together and start on a pallet. So downstairs, let's get a few blocks of andesite. Let's start off there. And bakers and cakes, yeah, we can definitely do cakey. We haven't got a lot of cake. I think we only have... actually, we've got a little bit of cake. We've got a birthday cake. We can make a Dark Oster's birthday cake, and then there's some deco craft cakeys, so that's doable. What's in? Just going to check something. Have I got the makings of a... well, that's just 9 of those. That's simple enough. And then you need a couple of those, and then egg, sugar and milk, which should be doable. Alright, yeah, we could definitely go there. Right, so bakers. Gonna have some andesite in there. I think we'll take some plain stone, because it never hurts to carry a bit of plain stone around with you. We'll take a bit of cobblestone, because you get the same kind of reason. In fact, we'll take a little bit more cobblestone. Woods. Tiger. See, tiger wood, I actually... This stuff, I hate. It is such a messy texture. I just don't see a use for it. So tiger wood, no. Sakura we've played with. Maple, eucalyptus is way too pink. Olive, willow, I'm actually going to take ghost wood, but I'm not going to be obviously using it as a plank. I'm going to be using it as as a log. I'm going to think about plank things. And let's take some olive wood, because olive's actually quite a plain looking thing. And then take some birch, because we can go with birch shakes, I think, on the top. Right, that gives us that. Hoofer, thingamabobbits and whatsamajigs. Yeah, if I was going that way, but obviously I've got everything electric, so it's kind of superfluous. Now, in terms of what else to put in there, oat or note? What have we got in earthworks? Because that has a whole load of stuff, and I've really not played with earthworks a great deal, other than doing these ancient timbers and the shakes. Cinder block, interesting. Concrete, lime. See, this is where it gets annoying. Lime plaster, we need quick lime. To get a quick lime, we need to take chalk. It's just, what a mess of it, or a recipe just to make a block. Adobe is not much better. Sand and clay. dry fitting stone, that's relatively straightforward. Cordwood not overly, concrete not overly, cob is not a great recipe either. The only problem with earthworks is it's over attention to detail on some of the blocks it makes. Mainly stone, but I want something different on the top. Wattle and Daub uses cob, so that's not going to happen. Wicker. Ooh, that might be interesting. We could definitely make that. We've got sticks. Plenty. Well, not a plenty, but we've got sticks. And we've got plenty of wood, so that's not a problem to get more sticks anyway. This one will definitely need a chimbly. Let's head over and just grab some wheat and have a look at that wicker. I don't know why I came up like this. Oh well, we'll walk. We'll walk. We'll come out this far. I'd be interested to see how much of a mess they've made out of storage system since I sorted it a couple of episodes ago. Not too bad there. That's a mess. Yeah. No, they're just taking. Yeah. All right. Fine. They seem to be. Yeah. We've got wheat coming in, but we're certainly not getting a lot of animals died of starvation messages. So I don't know what's changed. But they seem to be, and apart from the fact that I'm down, hello, what do you want? What are you buying today? Books, wheat, jungle wood, carrots. You can have jungle wood. What else was he wanting? We had carrots, beets, pork chops, iron breastplate. Iron breastplate we can manage. We can definitely manage. Pork chops. He's giving us a good price for pork chops, isn't he? Oh, he buys them in 32s. Okay, fine. Breastplate. There you go. What else do you want? Gold and cake and redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have gold. Don't have cake. And then we can stick those in here for now. That's good. We'll leave him to his work. Let's go and have a look at the wheat. I really need to do something more with down here as well. The detailing is actually virtually non-existent. Right, so we've got sticks. If I go and get 2 stacks of wheat and we make the wicker, that'll give me 64 for 2. Yeah, that's a different texture, isn't it? So that's a possibility for an upper story. Right, let's think this through. And up we go. I never did have a good stand back and look at that with the wall and everything. So I think we'll put something similar. We'll have a little seating it. In fact, let me go and do that now. While I think about it, I didn't bring any bone meal with me, which was stupid, but you know, that's fine. So we'll put a little, yeah, we'll go with the log bench still. I like the log bench, it's got character. And while we're thinking about bakeries and things, well, probably won't find much in there, but let's have a look at, don't think you'll find much in miscellaneous. Obviously park bench, but it's a little bit modern. Loggies, yeah, not much there, nothing much there. Nothing much there. Food's got a bits and pieces. Obviously we've got cakes and things, so that'll give us some decoration for the place, as well as Holiday. Holiday should have some cake, I would have thought. Yeah, there you go. Oh, rip. Kitchen, lighting, living room, market. So we probably get away with some of these sacks as decorative items. It's just what we can get away with in terms of making a obvious bakery, but I'm sure we can find a few bits and pieces, and there's stuff. So yeah, let's carry on. We'll get started on that, and that'll leave a bit of detailing to do, but for the most part, maybe room for one more build up here then. So what we'll do is pop you there, pop that one there. So, and we'll work on that and get this some space. But this is going to come down here. So that will be your road. Well, it won't be the road, there'll be a square, but let me just put a couple of blocks back actually, and popcorn and hot dog stand. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't really going for a car boot, but there's definitely more needed than that. There's limitations to what decorations we've got to do stalls, because the market itself has got and obviously we'll do something here and there. So I think the bakers, again, we'll take a path, maybe 3 down here till we get to here. Now this will be a single block path for the guards. No, that's not right. No, there. No, there. Right, try again. Put a little bit of this back again. No, that's not what I wanted. And then again do the same down here. So oops. Yeah. Yeah, I thought there might be a couple more. So that will give you that. Now the bakers, I think what we'll try on. Let's come back over here. Oh man. Let's have a think. What can we do with andesite? Obviously we've got a whole variety of chisel blocks. I know that pillar design I really dislike. However, we can also create the andesite pillar from rustic. So let's just have a peek at that. I don't think we'll need a lot of them, so let's just go there. So if we were to come here and go, I suppose right at the edge, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, so that should be 3, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's fine. And then come back this way, 3, that's 5, that's 7, to there. So that kind of gives you a layout. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's good because it's just over the ridge line. 2, 3. And then we've got a bit of space here for one more building, which could be the sword market. It could be the swords. Not entirely sure yet, but it could be one of the things. So if we then come down here and go 1, 2, to about here. No, let's go to there actually. But in this case, we'll just go 5 and then bring it back. Again, just to give a bit of definition and shape to the place. Then what do we want in the thing? So we could go with, let's go there. Wide bricks. I think the wide, let's try that. Certainly insofar as coming over here and then having a double space there, then we'll come back and then a double space there, and then that would just come all the way back here. That should give us room for an oven, and obviously we can get a thing, and then this side will be the shop area. Again, which will have a double door like that, perhaps. Well, it's a start. Lovely. Getting a bit dilute now, but there you go. That's the ice melting for you. Now in this case, I'm not going to put a beam in. I'm just going to bring the entire thing across like this, and then we'll chisel to shape. In fact, I'm going to take that out. So I'll have a nice big window, because it's a shop after all. Right, more cobble. The nice thing with this, of course, cobble is the cheapest thing on the planet, so what do we do? Wide bricks. Ooh, wide bricks. This is not going to be expensive to build. Yeah, that's just going to have to be solid, isn't it? And similarly across here. No, I don't think we're going to get... Do we need it? Yeah, I suppose we do need a double door, because you've got, if you were doing a business, you'd have to load your goods and everything in here, wouldn't you? And then this will be a solid wall for the chimney stack. So that's kind of where we are with that. Now, what do I want to do with the top floor? So I think this wick. Do you strip? You do not strip. Okay, that's fine. let me just head over and go and hope find something that does strip. So I don't know, I've never asked it. With a name like Olive, it might do. Strip dark oak. Let's go with dark. Let's take that one as a as an upstairs solution. And the wicker was sticks and wheat, wasn't it? That's fine. So dark oak 3, and then we'll take a few stacks of this with us because we'll go and grab everything we need to do the wicker side of things. Square. Need to, right, so if I'm going to make wicker, oh dear. So we take that, and each one of those takes, it's probably easier to just look for wicker, isn't it, than so each one of those gives me 4 of them. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that will give me, I think that was it, wasn't it? Two stacks. So yeah, that's fine. It works out spot on, doesn't it? We're going to want probably 4 stacks, I think, of this at least. Well, maybe 5, you know. But if we get that lot in, that will give us that to play with. Still got to do some chiseling and work on the ground floor, but I'm just trying to work out what we're going to do with the top floor. And there's also I just realised I left all of that with with potential spawnage on the top there, which could have been unpleasant. Right, let me just have a look. So I can, so you got the dark oak, you got the strip dark oak. Did we have those green clean dark oak plank? But do we have the, you know, the bark blocks? Light, yeah, that's fine. Doesn't look like we have the bark blocks, which is a bit of a pain. The one thing that would have been really handy in that corner, we can always go there though, which is simple enough. I think. No. Well, where do we do that? Lost it there. Oh, simple carpenter's work table, which requires, okay, that's fair enough, I can manage that. Grab me one of those. I should just carry one of these around, it would be a damn sight easier. Okay, where is it? Clean spruce, clean darker. Actually, let's get me a stack of that. 2 stacks, in fact. Get me a levitate. And then let's come out like that. Because it's kind of a nice, nice uniform texture. I will bring it straight over like that, that's fine. We can always chop it out later if necessary. And that, and then from there we'll go, this will be the yeah, we'll go to it. 1, 2, 3. Let's be overly generous actually, because this is actually supposed to be a rich area of the town, so let's make it more affluent by having, you know, taller ceilings and there. And then the same here. And that can come straight across there. And then wicker all the way around here. And world should be good and happy, I think. So there, maybe give it a double. Okay, and then of course the other thing we need is to take the gable ends up. Damn you. Yeah, I think that's kind of getting there. It's actually nearly as tall as the Wizard's Tower, inadvertently, but we'll live. Right, let's just step back and have a look. Yeah, I think there's some work to be done, but if we can come into here, for example, well, not there, if we can come into there, for example, and get a stack of that, and then come into there and get a full stack of those. Well, yeah, hold and click though. And that gives us a nice block just to kind of draw those two items in together, the top half and the bottom half, as we technically call it in the trade. Right, definitely more of that. That kind of would go to there, that's fine. Definitely need to do something with this wall, give it some depth though, because at the moment it's just a big mess of wall. Right, what do we want to do next? Let's grab that and get the... no. Let's give the kitchen area stone floor. And we'll take that dirt light there and pop it in, and we'll make another one just to even it up so it looks roughly the same. And then we'll just stab a torch there for the time being. And then the main area, Let's go with a couple. Well, probably 1 or 2 of those. No, that's not going to work. But get in like that. Oops. A little bit too excitable there. And in the same way as I've done with all the other buildings, we'll just put the dirt lights in the door frame, because they just give it that little bit of illumination, so you don't have to worry too much about the interior lighting. This would make a really good whitewash building, wouldn't it? Looking at this colour, as if it was, because it's got that kind of faded whitewashed feel to it, or maybe a beach hut, something like that. It's got definitely got that kind of vibe. This white. Right. In terms of the roof, we need the all-important tool. Let me just put that away, and then we'll I don't know why I didn't just do 64 in each slot, to be honest. There's no reason why I didn't do that, by the way. It was just that's the way my mind worked for a brief moment, and I use the word worked loosely. So let's jump up here, and again we've got a counterpoint colour, a very light roof compared to the darker colours beneath, so hopefully now I'm not sure whether, I think I may do the roof over there a different shade, just because that's the kitchen and you might not want a wooden shake roof on it. We also are going to need to get some slabs, unfortunately, but we'll work that one out in a moment. I should have thought of that before I went off, but you know what I didn't do, don't you? Damn it. Yeah, okay, let's just run down what I should have done, because it will make life easier in the long run. Damn it, missed. There. What I should have done is this. Because it'll save me time. And there. And there. And then rinse and repeat. I'm not sure whether that's actually an offence. You don't have a levitation license, so you know you can't get me for naffing copper. I'll definitely be under the influence of rum on Friday, because we've got one of our old mates coming up from London for the week, and also it's a bit of a sad day actually at work for us, because we've had a whole load of voluntary redundancy. We had a voluntary redundancy program at work, because what with COVID and international students and everything, the potential downfall in that, we are as an organisation going to be not as well off as we would normally be. I'll not talk figures, probably not my place to do so, but we've certainly they gave an option for staff to take voluntary redundancy, and quite a few of the people I've worked with for 14 years plus, and in fact some of the people who've been there for over 40, in one case 44 years, obviously opted to take it. And so people I've worked with for well over a decade are actually going to be leaving, which is going to be a sad day on Friday, as I say, because a lot of people I know will be leaving. But and the other thing is we can't actually have a leaving do, because you can't have the gatherings and everything. So we're having a Microsoft Teams leaving do kind of thing. So we'll be just getting together, having a few drinks on Teams, and just talking bollocks probably. But yeah, it's going to be it's going to be an odd day on Friday. But still, all things come to an end, and obviously this is no exception. Right, let's get the rest of this roof on. Sooner it's on, the sooner there's less flat spawnable dark spots. So yeah, get this. Nope. Most of the ones that have taken it are retired. Were looking to retire in the next few years anyway, and a few were looking for early retirement. So to be fair, the majority are not looking for new jobs. They're looking to stay out of work, and I can't blame them. And it is a very good redundancy package. So I know mine would have been. I did inquire just out of curiosity. I never had any intention of it because I enjoy working too much. I'm a bit sick like that. Bit twisted, bit broke. But yeah, it's it will be interesting. It's certainly going to be interesting working, because we're going to be down probably about, well, our team will be certainly down. The team I'm working will be down by about a third, and obviously because they're redundancies, we can't re-recruit, because the idea is that their roles are no longer essential. So yeah, we're going to be busy little buggers, I think is the phrase. Busy little burgers. Getting there. Right, let's have I need a little bit more, but I don't need a lot of that, because I just need to make some hoofer things, what's-my-jigs. More shakes, that's the word. Bang, there you go. And make some, don't think I'll need many. That should do us. And there. So in terms of the roof, I'm happy enough with that. Now, the only question then is, do I do a different roof, and what do I do for the roof? Let's have a look at slate. Slate, 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 slate. Not the coloured slates. Not if we can avoid it anyway. Basalt. Do we have any basalt? No. Stairs. What I want is a nice dark slate. Dry fitted stones. Ooh, that would work. That would work. That would work. That would work. Let me play with that. Drop you off. Keep hold of those. Grab some of that. Get those. Dump them in like so. Get some of that going. and that we might be able to pull that off with this. It's going to be a bit grey, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm still levitating under the influence of alcohol, which I think these things like when the redundancy and retirement options come up, they can come up in your favour. I sometimes wonder whether we read too much into it, and we read into the you know, it's like, oh, that was really timely, when it, you know, it's a kind of a difference in my my superstitious beliefs compared to my better half's, because she believes in fate and I don't. I believe that, you know, you make your own luck and things. I don't believe there's any such thing as fate. Although I do believe in karma. So yeah, go figure on that one. Right, now if I wanted to, let's build the fireplace and the chimney, and then go and put the thing in, because I don't want to make a lot of this stuff, because it's actually quite an ugly stone. So if I were going to build, I'm going to definitely, yeah, I'm going to a single door. I'm going to a single door for starters. That's happening. And I think what we could do with is, let's get in with just some different stone texture. And if we go and pop a kind of a big old pizza oven-y shape here, and then bring it up like that, then that gives me the point for the chimney to come out, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And we can worry about the shape of the actual oven later, but right now I just want to get the chimney loose. I need a bit more stone, don't I? Yeah, stony stone. Where are you? Come here. No. And get back up on the roof. So there. And again, this needs to come quite high, because you'd certainly want the sparks going higher than the roof line of that. And then we'll do this and that. And my thoughts are, how do I do this? Let's just jump down a wee bit. Yeah, take out. Okay. Tools and chisels and bits, and I don't think we need to worry too much about the ins and outs of how we do this. So that's all unspawnable and neatly capped off. Cowl. What, the bit over the top? Probably. Yeah, so that gives us that. We definitely need to get a little bit of this going on it, just to vary it up a wee bit. And maybe even like that, and then we can continue on with the, I'm going to need more of this, but you know, gives us a, hang on, lag, a bit of a lag spike, not a problem. This, oh, hello, that will come across there. Can I reach that? Yep, is the answer to that, and that was a perfect number. That will obviously come across there. I need to get a little bit more of that. Have I got? Yeah, that should do it. Doesn't, again, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's, you know, the end of the world if I make more than we need. It is the end of the world if I can't find my right things though. And and that's not going to work. That's not going to fly. This, however, will, I think, if I can get, yeah, there we go. So, simple affair. Then we just need to go and make some smokers, I think will be, well, let's just get that back and unchisel it. So a smoker is just a bit of plank around a furnace. So let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got plenty of coal, so we'll have another 2. And right, I'm trying to think. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think a mixture of these, because it gives you the benefits of having, again, more textures in there, would be beneficial. And what I'm thinking is if we just do like that with that kind of works, and then we can, if I just, I can do something fancy with probably some wall blocks or something down there to make it look a bit better. The other thing I want to do is it's a campfire, isn't it? We're using this campfire, yeah. I don't have charcoal or coal on me, that's a problem. And bang, and get me and another one. Hopefully they'll make a noise. I know they're doing. Yep, that's all I needed. Oh. Right, that's that. While I'm here, let me just see, I've got wall blocks there. That'll do me. Iron bars, I don't really need that many wall blocks, so they'll take those. So that'll give us a, right, starters, what we need to do is A bit higher. Pop that down there. Drop that temporarily. That can go in. I'm not worried about those because they're only a couple of bits of charcoal. Then we can bring that down there, and there. Again, I'm not worried about the overall top of that. Yeah, it all works all right, I think. I mean, it's clearly a furnace. Right. What next? Probably need to start thinking about putting a floor in up here. So, do I want this same floor up there, or do I want something different? I think the answer is something different, and I think we'll go with olive. Because it's actually a reasonably nice wood. And then the question is, where am I going to go up? I'm going to need some stairs, aren't I? I think I'll go and grab some of those. So I've got some already made, I believe. Or should I just... Let's have a look. I've got birch. Let's make some light stairs. If I can find the relevant thing. Yeah, here we go. So that is both of those. So we need to make those and those. And then, nope, too far. So, nope, yeah, those. Oh, they got that stupid texture, haven't they? Okay, fair enough, we'll live. So if I start kind of here, that gives us a nice stairwell going up. I need one more. And then we'll have the olive floor. And again, I'm not going to worry too much about the decoration of this because it's only the living quarters of the bakers. So, I mean, we can put a bed and stuff in. It doesn't need to be anything overly fancy. It is mainly just for the to keep the skyline interesting more than anything. No, that's not going to work, I don't think. Let's have a look. That works. Okay. And some light down just temporarily. Just to avoid any unpleasantness. Okay. And then the next thing we need to, well, I suppose we want the same. I'm going to go with the same ceiling, I think. What we'll do is we'll pop a beam across like that. We'll levitate up and just whack some light down here. One there, and doesn't really matter. We'll check what it does when we fill this in, but I think that should be enough to fill the entire attic space, or it'll certainly light it up. I suppose I didn't ought to paint myself into a corner. Let's get in there. Nope. Don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. Okay, right, that's a couple there. And then this one we'll keep simple with that. Yeah. Right, so structurally I think we're about there, give or take. I mean, there's a little bit of detail, but you know, the overall happy enough with it. And we have got a chimney which is smoking, so you know, don't really need much more out of a chimney. Right, so the next thing we need, I think we need to continue the brick wall down here. I'm not going to, I'll just join it onto the back of here. Let's see what we can do with that much. Right, what's next? Thinking. Get rid of you, all of that can go, all of that can go, and that lot can go, and that. In fact, it all can go. We can just get ourselves right back to clean slate. And what's in here that I don't need? Don't need any of that. No. Hang on. I know what's happening here. It's catching on that. Favourites. Pain. So if I get rid of all of this lot for starters, that'll give me plenty of room. And then again, I'm going to go with, I think we'll do this kind of thing where we'll just go and keep that all the way across here. But what I do want to do is I want to bring this out, no, 3 I think. Just so it gives me the border space for the walls, for the glass. And then that is going to basically go there. And that will come across like that. And that one will do that. And it just gives it, in my opinion, it just gives it a little bit of three-dimensionality, which really does help just get the depth of the structure now. Down there is going to be a bit of a pig. It's not the end of the world because you can't really see it, but we should do it if we're going to have this kind of setup. What's we like, we've got plenty of space in the bit bag, so, and this round here. And then rinse and repeat with these. Now this one's going to be interesting. Let's just run down there. Yeah, we'll get away with it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the top layer though for this side. Probably going to have to go above and then try and work from the roof, which is going to be challenging, to say the least. Can't get out that way. I'm going to leave that, actually, that shape though, I think. Now that can go up. Yeah, that's actually the same, isn't it? So that's just going to be all the way up like that. I'm not going to do anything with the top bit there either. I think that's more than we need to worry about. But we can definitely get this lot done and that lot. And this lot. And officially we should, if I can, I don't know whether I can I? Can't quite reach it, can I? You know what? It's hidden behind there. We'll live with it not being done. What we will do though is get rid of all of that. No, we won't. We'll get rid of all of that. Right, that's given that some shape. We need some. I didn't bring any glass with me. Good grief. Right, so we need some windows. We need window shutters and stuff. But we're getting there, and then we can decorate the inside. And I've got an itch. Hence why I'm bending down. Oh dear. Right. Let's go get glass. Storeroom. Yeah, we'll just go with plain. Right. Where's the glass? The glass is probably in here. There we go. The one thing with the dumping off system is it's not perfect. If those things don't exist in a chest somewhere, they end up in this one. And it's a bit of a pain, but yeah, there you go. What you can do. Oh man, that itches. That itches so badly. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh dear. Right. We need some doors as well, actually. I think I will go with ironwood doors. I like ironwood doors, they're nice. They look bound. Ironwood. That should be enough. And that should definitely be enough. So let's go back over here. Oh god, that itches so badly. Right. Let us see what we can do over with a bit of normal. So I'm going to go with a non-coloured glass, and we should be able to chisel that to something like, no, I don't know which one. Oh, sorry, this itch is getting annoying now. You know when you got an itch and it doesn't matter, you don't want to scratch it too much because you know you're just going to end up giving you, breaking the skin and making it worse. It's one of them itches, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's. Thanks. Right, let's try that. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice plain wooden window. Doesn't try to be anything it's not. Just is I'm a window and I'm going to do this. Right, there we go. Go in there. I will need another, at least another 16. Let's do a double. And let's go upstairs and get those in. And that's a thingy. A hoofer. What's the magic? There we go. Right, so that's that. We can whack our doors in. This side. and there. Right, so window shutters. Window, not that. That can go back to being that. Shutters. That is dark medieval roleplay, so that definitely will not chisel. Let's go again, keeping the dark light contrast. I think we'll get a couple of those. That one. Let's go with the crate texture this time. I'm going to need at least 4, I think. And where'd they gone? There. And that and that. That'll do there, and then right, can I do this? I probably no. There. It's probably easier to levitate up, to be honest, or even just build up on the scaffolding. Let's do that. And yeah, and then we'll do a similar up here. We can walk these up, which is nice. Damn it. Always one block too few. I'm still completely baffled as to what to do with this space outside the walls, whether to just make it more wild and bring it back to nature, build a rope bridge across from that side and do something agricultural with it. I am completely stumped as to what to do down here. I mean, round here we can plant more forest, just make it look better, and all over, also over there we can do the same, but this bit is really going out of its way to make life difficult for me. You know, we don't need to do anything up there, we just need to hide the lighting. That's fine. Anyway, that'll do us for that. And Botanic gardens. Well, you could certainly make it could make it, you know, more overgrown, but with kind of a garden theme, maybe paths meandering through it or whatever. I mean, there has to be simple paths because, as you know, the villagers don't handle paths very well. I need to just head back. What I haven't brought with me is my bakery sign. Gimme. Okay. Backup has started. Stick the sign, I think, there. So we've got you. That's kind of moving around here. This is all fine, although we probably want to change this up. God damn it. Maybe just take that back down as well. Maybe even there. So we've definitely got space here for something. Well, I mean, there are industries that would have fitted outside that out the wall there, and a tanner's, for example, would have been an obvious one. The Foulberg was often the place where the less socially acceptable industries would go. I mean, you know, you could have a tanner's or something out here. That's always a possibility. Just maybe even a little. Well, we kind of got a dock, so a fishing dock would be kind of pointless because we've already got one. But if we took a path down here and then tried to get that dark medieval roleplay rope bridge, which I've never managed to get working myself, but I'm sure if we were to come across here, we could get a rope bridge running across, and then, you know, just put some of the more smelly why is it a current topic in Germany on butchery? It's a necessary, to a degree, it's a necessary evil. I bet I haven't got any bottles on me, have I? One thing I've not done anything with in this, incidentally, I did do a little bit of creative testing with the bees, and a lot of the techniques that work in the current version, in the 1.15, don't actually work here. So blocking the bees in and stuff doesn't work in the same way for bee farming, which is a bit of a pain, but there you go. The orchard worked out well, actually. I'm happy with that. I'm sure the Germans are not going vegan. I mean, you can't make a vegan currywurst. I'm sure you probably can make a vegan currywurst. It just doesn't sound quite right to me. And I after my trip to Berlin and my introduction to the idea of a curried sausage, I've got to admit that was things I paid. Yeah, sounds like when we were sold Aberdeen Angus and it turned out to be horse. It's an interesting question, because I don't have an issue with the idea of eating horse meat. It's you know, it's a thing. What I do have an issue with is someone selling me it as something else. Right, what did I come back here for? Somebody remind me. I was thinking about something and I came back for it specifically. You know, I can't remember. Let's head and get some. Let's go. What time is it? Night time yet? No, it's still daytime, so I can't read. No, there won't be. Yeah, as I say. My train of thought is very much like a modern British train. It can be derailed by kids putting 1p pieces onto the track. It really doesn't take much to derail my train of thought, so don't worry about that. Right, so we need to come over here and get a few bits and pieces of deco crafty stuff. So there's a couple of things I wanted to try. Let's just go in here. Right, now how big is that? That is 2. I just want to go and try this. I know I put the windows in, but I want to try this on this actual because one thing that you find in a lot of shops is that they actually have like a bay window. Now it's going to look completely stupid because of course it's not actually on the wall. I don't think it would fit either. No, we'll stick with the original plan and we'll not go with the bay window. The rope bridge, I'm going to play with that off camera because I've never managed to get the damn thing working. I know it works because I know Potter got it working, but you know, it's not a case of getting it work. It's not a case of does it work. I know it works. It's just a case of how do you get it working. Right, bedroom no, misc probably not. Okay, dungeon no. Right, food. Well, we can take a spice rack. That always goes down well. Pheasants not so much. Sausage not so much. Loaf of bread. Well, I suppose we could take a couple of loaves of bread. I mean, it is after all a baker's. Sweet roll dish. Yep, take that. We'll take a bit of cakey. And that's it from the food section. Holiday, there were some more cakeys in there, weren't they? I saw cakey. I have a kind of a sixth sense for cake. Birthday cake, and we'll take a birthday cake. Kitchen didn't really. Again, you see, these are all too modern for my kind of taste for what I'm wanting to portray in the thing. Can we get a? But we can go with, I don't know, well, purple. A couple of those. Actually, a couple more. And let's have a look. We should have some dark wooden table, I think, further on down. I'll take 3 of those. That should do for the kitchen area. We can grab some couple of sacks of flour and a basket with some baguettes in it. Why not? Some gold coins, because money's always a good thing. Yeah. Probably a barrel or 2 wouldn't be amiss, and maybe even a long crate if we've got space for one about somewhere. Don't think there's going to be anything amongst the toys. Crayola, not well known for their baking materials. Let's start off with that. Oops. And we'll go and have a sleep. Well, so once we get to about 2 in the morning, we'll have a sleep and we'll see where that takes us. So my first thought was that we'd put a couple of tables at the window with a cake on it, and maybe we'll put those cakes on it as well. Just, you know, that's your window display. And maybe we should have actually brought 3 of these, because then we could have stuck a cake on the end there. We go and grab another one. It's not like it's a million miles away. Boing, boing. I didn't see a sack of sugar. Whee! Right. Oh, I should have actually brought that with me anyway, so. Where are we? Food. Hamburglar. Where are we? One of those. Anything else in the kitchen? Because the kitchen's going to be where we've got the stuff that we would want in here anyway. The honey. And is it in there? What have we got? Telena, green, tornado, salt, curry, ginger. Yeah, there's no sugar cookie plate though. We can do that one. Keep it looking all sweet. Right, now I can make this rain go away. Ah, there. Oop. Clip your mouse. Whee! Right, so we can pop that in here and we can get the other cake on the end there and the plate of cookies in the middle. So again, you got two display windows. So I must remember when I build whatever I build here that there's got to be space to walk around here so people can sit and stare at the window going, yeah, oh, that looks lovely. Knowing that they're on a diet and they're not allowed to eat it. Right, in here we would then go, if I can get these in, 1, 2, 3, stick a sack of flour there, we'll stick a sack of flour there, we can have a barrel, we're going to have to go like that. In fact, we'll stick another one on top if I can, like so. I haven't really got anywhere for that right now, but this can quite easily just hang from that bit there. It's a bit of an odd roof actually when I look at it, but we'll put a honey barrel there. We'll stick a loaf out. Are you not going to position? Oh, there. Like that. We'll keep one for the other side. No, we can pop that there. Again, it's you know, it's obviously a facsimile of a working cooking space. I used to do beekeeping years and years. I mean, years and years ago. My granddad was a farmer, and we had an orchard at the bottom of the farmyard with probably about half a dozen or so hives in it. I used to help out with that, but I haven't obviously done anything in living in an urban area. I haven't done anything with beekeeping for a long time. We need to definitely put more decoration in it. I also need to get some light sources in here, and this is not a particularly. Let's put one there. See, that works. I mean, all of these are still accessible, and that light's perfectly fine. So that kind of works. And then if we were to come in here and here, that works fine for lighting up that. When I've got these edges, I actually think they can often look quite good with just a lantern hung off of them like that as well. In fact, if you can manage it, let me just see if I've still got them on me. I haven't, but I could probably manage it with that, could I? Let's just have a look. Yeah, we could go with the bars. That brings them down a level, and adds a little je ne sais quoi to the feel there. I always overlook iron bars. Yeah, the bees. I do recall that the bees have a set. They're like cats actually. They know when you're not in a right place. The difference is that a cat will squawk you, whereas a bee, bees will give you a nasty stinging if you're not 100% on it. So what we need is a little bit more counter space in here, with a few more. Obviously, we can put down some baguettes, but I think by the door. We need some kind of counter in here just for that. Let's have a look. What do we got? What's involved with that? So if I were to go with, let's go with dark oak, and we'll jump in here and let me just double check. Dark oak is just those, so we need those. The glass display counters that exist in DecoCraft don't really fit. Otherwise, yeah, the market stuff they have is most definitely not think so. If I come here and go back there, so that gives us a counter, and we can stick we can stick those on the top. We can get a loaf of bread on the top of that one, perhaps another pile of baguettes there, and then we just need to put something. I think we probably just need to put a little bit back here for display, and I'm just trying to think how I could do a glass display. I don't think I can, other than chisels and bits, which really wouldn't lend itself very well, I don't think. We'll not write it off. We've got a few minutes. Let's go and have a look at what the market has got to offer us. Okay, let's have a peek. If there's anything. Market. There we go. Well, we can definitely get some pies and stuff in there. The cash register just doesn't fit us up. You see, they've got the dessert case, but again, they are the ice cream. I mean, the dessert case may actually work. Let's just take one. Doesn't hurt. Let's say we can recycle it, so it's not a biggie. We'll take raisin cookies. We'll take a few chocolate chip cookies. We'll have an apple pie, because who doesn't? Well, I'm actually not a big fan of apple pie. I'm not a big fan of cooked fruit, so I was going to say who doesn't like it. Cafe sign doesn't really. Again, it's, to me, it just strikes me as being more contemporary. We can, however, have an old style cash register. That might work. Let's go and have a look. The Bard. I can demonstrate the Bard. I've just got to find him. Where's he gone? There's a reason why the Bard is quiet, and he's not so much muted as Right, you. Are you going to sit there and get stuck now? Come on. Come on. Just put that away, out of the way. So now you should be hearing the tinkles of the hearts as well. What are you going to do now? Oh, he's got himself a golden apple. He's greedy. Come on. Oh, we've got 2 bards. One of them should be doing a little jig eventually. Come on. Give us a little jig. Jiggy jig jig. Jig jig. Right. He's gone out. Let's follow this one. He's starting to play, but I think the sound effect of the anyway, I've got the super sound muffler and it is set to blacklist all sorts of things, but the very first thing that I blacklisted all those moons ago was the Tektopia flute. It's cute initially, but it gets old very quickly. It really does. It's you know what? It's right up there with the lever from Immersive Engineering, the direwolf sound effect. It's funny the first couple of times you hear it, and then it gets old very, very, very quickly. Still, you know, it's not like he's right. So if I get you, let's have a look. If I go and put you here, perhaps. Let's have a look. Come on, there you go. See, actually, that doesn't look too out of place. That looks like an old stylish shoppy. Maybe a little bit. You know, it's not perfect, but. And then we can put the cash register there. Come back here with these, and then we can put some cookies there. No, actually no, we can. Yeah, that's a thought. We can actually put some cookies on, and then we can get the pie as well. Put a pie there and a pie inside there. Bread there. No. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that really needs anything more. It's kind of, yeah, the squeaky door is yeah. The squeaky door is, it should have been added on a long time ago. I never got around to it. But other than upstairs, which, you know, is a, maybe we'll decorate it, maybe not, who cares, it doesn't matter. This is now a bakery. Cakes in the window. I think it looks all right, does the job, and all that's necessary then is to bring this into a courtyard. And I think I'm going to stick I think what we'll do is we'll get a courtyard, we'll put a small fountain in the middle, maybe some trees, maybe, you know, just something to good. And yeah, I mean, the problem with sound in mods is, I mean, to be fair, the problem with sounding mods is not a problem. It's just when they're overpowering. So the minstrels playing constantly too much, and also the volume. If you're going to give them, if you're going to put sounds like the minstrels and stuff in, give me the option to quieten them down or mute them entirely. if you're going for a comedic thing like the direwolf switch, don't do it all the time. It would be my thing. Have it random. Have it like a 1% chance of it doing a direwolf sound, and otherwise it doesn't make a sound, or it makes a nice clicking sound, or just a basic switch sound. I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I just think that was a thing. But we can definitely come in here now and get our screenshot for the stream. And I think at that point, well, it's 10:30. I've got work in the morning, unfortunately, still. So that'll do us for this one. But the next stream will almost certainly be something different. And as I say, this TFC pack that I've got looks quite interesting. It looks quite brutal. There's some interesting choices, like hostile mobs only spawn underground, and above ground it's things like lions and hyenas and bears, and all of the natural threats and challenges. A lot of magic in it as well, so that'd be good. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.